Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Happy fall. This season got me really excited for the cooler weather. So today I'm going to show you how to create this fall makeup look. Very warm, a little more elevated than my everyday look, but super pretty. And there are two star products that I want to talk about today, the lips and the eyeshadow. If you want to see this look, continue watching. My bangs are still cooking, so let's move forward with the makeup tutorial, going in with the face primer by Conrad Beauty. I've talked about Conrad Beauty before. If you guys missed any of those videos, I'll leave it right here. This is a silicone based primer. I really like silicones. I might be the odd one with that. I just like how it feels on my skin and it layers really nicely. A little bit closer. I like to use an eyeshadow primer before I put on foundation because I like to apply this under the eyes, but then obviously on the eyelids. And this is the Ulta Beauty. It works really well. This year, this has been my go-to foundation. This is the Physicians Formula Better Believe It Foundation and Concealer. This foundation is so good that I technically don't need any concealer. So I just want to brighten my under eyes a little bit. I'm going in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in shade Light Beige. I was having trouble finding this e.l.f. concealer. You know when you're trying to look for something and it's right in front of you? It was literally right in front of me and I was just like searching, going back and forth all over my desk and I could not find it. And there it was, right in front of me. This product and brand is pretty new to me. It's Persona Cosmetic and this is the Bronze Multi-Stick in Dune. Since my face is looking really flat, I do want to just contour it a bit and warm it up. Now this shade is definitely on the warmer side. They don't have too many. I think they only have 3 shades and the one after this would have been way too dark for me. This product is super creamy and since I have oily skin, this is something that I do have to set. It just gives such a beautiful warmth to the skin without it looking too crazy. If it's not looking fully blended, I like to go back in with the sponge that has the foundation on it and just blend everything. Especially my nose because right now it's looking a bit too strong. So just gently pat. Much better. I think we're done with all the cream products, so let's move on to the powder products. I always go back to this product. It's the e.l.f. HD powder in sheer. It's so finely milled and it doesn't feel heavy at all, and it's not going to give you any coverage or anything because honestly I really don't need it with all the prep work that I did. This just sets it and it just blurs all the imperfections. It just sets everything. Even if you have some like acne going on, it just sets it so it doesn't move around. I know baking isn't really a thing anymore, but I like to lightly bake, especially around my under eyes. It looks like I applied a filter, but I didn't. And this is what it looks like in person as well. I don't want you guys to think like the cameras and the lights are changing the way it looks. Like this is truly what it looks like in person. Before you can really just see my pores and a little bit of the texture, and then after it just looks so smooth. If you find that product to be a little too matte, you might like the e.l.f. Halo Setting Powder. This one is, I think I got medium. It just has the slightest bit of glow to it, which I really like because even some with oily skin, I still like my skin to look a little glowy. I like to do my brows after I apply foundation, concealer, and powder. I know some people like to do that first, but for whatever reason, when I do my brows and I comb them up using a gel, there's like this separation. I don't really know how to explain it. Like I can't get my foundation close enough to my eyebrows, and honestly I like to put a little bit of foundation on my eyebrows because it looks a little strange on me, and I don't do anything crazy, but just like the slightest bit so it looks really natural. Since I've been doing the feathered look, I'm going in with the NYX The Brow Glue. This is in clear. I also like doing this earlier on in my routine because this tends to take a little bit of time to set since it is so wet, and I do like to go in with a pen or a pencil, and if I were to go in right away, this would move a little too much for me. As we wait for those to dry, let's go into the eyes. This is the star product. I've been really enjoying wearing this. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in DGAF. I don't know how to explain this color because it's just so beautiful and unique. They're calling it a golden brown, which I could totally see that, but it also has like this warmth to it and this reddish, maybe kind of like auburn. I really don't know how to explain that color. I just like to use my fingers and just pat right on. And it's okay if it doesn't look perfect because we're gonna go in and blend this out and add a couple more shadows. But you could totally use this as a one and done because it has so much depth to it. And then I'm just gonna blend it with a clean blending brush. You guys will see in a lot of my makeup tutorials, although I don't really do that many, maybe like once a season. I really like to pull the eyeshadow out and slightly up. I think it just looks nice with my eye shape. I want to smoke out the eyes just a little bit. I'm going to go in with the Eyeko Limitless 2 palette. I think this is fairly new. These are the colors I'm looking for, specifically this one right here. I think this is Stark, and then I'm going to go in with Oath. I don't know. How do you read this? I like to focus on the lash line, and I'm going to create a slight wing, and then I'm just going to apply a little bit more on the lower lash line. I'm just going to darken it just a little bit more on the lash line and go in with this color. On this channel, we like a lot of brown makeup, so I'm going to go in with the NYX retractable brown eyeliner. You guys already know how I feel about this one. I just created a wing, and then I went back over it with that eyeshadow just to smudge it out even more. Let's just prep the lashes for mascara. Lash primer first. This one is by Essence. A fan favorite, the Essence Lash Princess. This is waterproof. Mine is probably almost done because it is quite dry, but that is how I like it. Since I did so much blending, I am going to apply just a little bit more on the inner part of the eye. You could totally leave your eyes like this, but if you want to amp it up just a little bit more, something that I've been doing is add fake lashes, but specifically cut them in half. So this is the Ardell Naked Lashes, which are my favorite, 421. They are quite fluffy. So what I like to do is I cut them in half, and then I put them right on the outer half of my lash line, and it gives my lashes a little boost without having to wear a full-on lash band. It makes my lashes just look more full without it feeling heavy at all. It feels so lightweight, and sometimes I forget that I wear them, so when I wash my face I'm like, oh shit, my lashes are on, because I try to use them as many times as possible. To fill my brows, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Cool Cookie. I've been really digging pens. Like, once you get the hang of it and know how much pressure to put, it's really easy and it makes your brows look very realistic. And what's nice about this one is you don't have to worry about how much pressure to apply because it's not too pigmented. See what I mean? That was so quick. Most times I have to fix the front part. I can go a little heavy-handed and make it just a little too boxy. So then I'll just go in with this spoolie. I want to bring a little bit of color to the cheeks. This is pretty much, is it? I guess it is. It's my favorite blush. It's the Cosmetics Heaven's Glow in Faded Clementine. This is so beautiful. Honestly, I love wearing this year round. I'm so surprised that I haven't dipped into it even more. I barely made a dent, and I'm shocked because I've had this for over a year and I wear this most days. I have to concentrate on the cheeks and then bring it back towards that bronzer contour. See the difference? It's really pretty. I think this is my favorite product from Cosmetics. If you're watching and wondering, May, when is that Cosmetics full line review coming? It is coming out hopefully by Halloween or the first week of November, because I definitely want to have it out before Black Friday and before their you know, their deals or their Cyber Monday deals. When I went on their website, I haven't been on there for a while, I was like, oh my gosh, they came out with so many products since I last purchased from them. Let's just say there are quite a few products that I still need to get that I don't have, and they're on their way, and I want to test them out properly because that video is not a first impression. That video is really what I like or what I don't like, you know? I want to do justice and I want to do it right. I just can't go wrong with this blush. It's so pretty, and since it has this luminosity to it, I won't have to add any highlighter. Maybe I'll just put the tiniest bit on my nose and that's about it. We're so close to being done, so thank you for being patient. I want to add a little bit of highlight, so I'm going to go in with this Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's called Heaven's Hue. That's so funny. Similar to the Cosmetics one. This shade is in Brilliant. It's a warm gold. I think it's going to go nicely with the warm tones. Even though this is a cream product, it works so well over powder, which is why I like it so much. But I'm putting the tiniest bit on my nose, tiniest bit on my Cupid's bow, then a little bit on my brow bone. Mine, I'm barely touching the pan because I want it pretty subtle. And the light also hits me right above the brows too. It's a little bit. To finish it all off for the lips, I'm going to go in with the Persona Cosmetics. This is E-Balm in Gratitude. This is so comfortable. This is very similar to the Rare Beauty balms, but I like this one better because it doesn't smell weird. I think the smell, it's like a vanilla smell, It's the same thing, it just smells better. I think the Rare Beauty one smells like green and I immediately returned that. Okay, so this is the last product. This is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. We finally made it to the end. I know my tutorials take so long, which is probably why I don't do them very often on my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun fall look. If you did, like this video, subscribe to this channel for more fashion and beauty content. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!